Hey everyone, this is our Mother's Day edition and we're making a puffed pastry brunch that you're just gonna love on the Cooking Everything Outdoors show. So before I get started cooking and showing you the ingredients, I want to talk about the equipment that I'm using. I'm using the new Camp Chef Somerset II Gas Stove, the Camp Chef Italia pizza oven, a pie tin, which actually is cast iron, and their square, Camp Chef square skillet, which I'm going to be sauteing my vegetables with. So you can adapt from there. A grill would work. If you don't have the Somerset stove, the basic Camp Chef big gas grill works perfectly with the Italia pizza oven. If you don't have this, then pop this in a grill. Either way, you'll be set for cooking Mother's Day outdoors, as it should be. So let's go over our ingredients. This is really enough to make two in the pie pan I showed you. We need 2 medium onions, or small onions diced, 2 cloves of garlic, roughly minced, 2 tablespoons of butter. Need 3 10-ounce packages of spinach, thawed, this is frozen spinach, thawed and as much moisture as possible removed. 2 of those pre-made pie rolls that I love so much. 3/4 of a pound of Black Forest ham. 1 pound of mozzarella cheese grated. 2 red peppers, diced and seeded, of course. You're going to need 9 eggs total, 1 for the top of the pie crust and 8 for inside the pastry. So I'm preheating my skillet right now, and once that gets pretty hot, I'm going to add my butter. Let's see how hot we are here. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, add our onions. Cook these down a bit. We're starting to get some nice color on our onions. I want to add my garlic in. Now, we don't want to overcook this, just until the aroma starts coming out. Right about there. Now I want to add my spinach. At this point, turn your heat off. We'll be using the residual heat from the cast iron skillet, and we're just blending all this together. First thing I want to do is get my eggs blended. You guys all know how to do this. Get these blended together. I just want to get some Crisco, and not having a paper towel, we are going to go old school. Our first pie crust or puff pastry, or your own creation. Now what we want to do is layer roughly half the ham. That's a lot of ham for a little small pie pan like this, so use your discretion, but if you're using a regular spring form cake pan, you'll have a lot more room to work with. And then we're going to go with roughly half the cheese. Half the red pepper. Half of our spinach mixture. Half of our egg. And then unbelievably, we're going to repeat it. Get our cheese in there. Get our pepper in there. More spinach. On top of that is the rest of our egg. Just make sure that it stays in your pie pan. Now, want our final crust on there. Sealing that off. And you can, of course, whatever fancy crimp on there you would like. We're going to put some slits on the top. So we are ready to apply our egg topping. Let's just do a chintzy little heart there. No one said I was an artist. Into the Italia pizza oven we go. Well, with my internal temperature around 400 degrees, I want to put this in for 15 minutes to start. Okay, it's been 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Now I need to turn it down, and I want to get it down to about 350, and I want to bake it for about 45 minutes. Probably every 15 minutes I'm going to rotate it to get some even consistency. Now if your top starts to brown too much, you can very easily just lay some aluminum foil over the top of that. Well, after a full hour of cooking, I would say that we have a beautiful dish. Okay, that is our Mother's Day puffed pastry brunch. Turned out absolutely perfect on the outside. We're still going to cut it open in a second, so hang on. But before we do, I want to thank my sponsors, Camp Chef at OutdoorCooking.com and IslandGrillstone.com, for their support of the Cooking Everything Outdoors show and Cooking Outdoors. Without them, none of this would be possible. I know, I tell you all the time, but go visit them. Go say hi. They're great people. Go buy something and show them how much you appreciate this show. And let's go cut some of this open. Let's try a piece. Oh my gosh, it's solid. All right, let's give this a try. Oh wow, those flavors blend together so well. That ham, and the cheese, and the onion, that spinach. It's just delicious. I hope you give this a try. Go treat your mom good. She deserves it. Happy Mother's Day.